Most people think pre-selling is about asking early, floating an offer, hinting at a launch, testing demand before committing. That's the loud version. Elegant pre-selling looks nothing like that. In fact, when it's done well, it doesn't feel like selling at all. It feels like inevitability. The mistake most capable professionals make is this: they wait until something is finished before they start shaping how it will be received. But by then, the market is cold. Attention has to be reheated. Context has to be rebuilt. Trust has to be reestablished. Elegant pre-selling happens much earlier and much quieter. It begins with interpretation. Before you ever introduce an idea, you begin naming the problem better than anyone else. You articulate the tension people feel but haven't organized yet. You frame what's missing. You explain why existing solutions feel incomplete. Not as a teaser, as leadership. This is the first move. You're not announcing what's coming. You're changing how people see what already exists. Then comes the second move, and this is where anticipation starts to build. You introduce discernment. You speak about standards, boundaries, what does and does not belong in a serious solution. You make it clear that whatever comes next will not be generic, rushed, overbuilt, or available to everyone. And without saying a word about an offer, people begin to self-select. They lean in. They start paying closer attention. They begin imagining themselves inside the solution. This is where demand is actually formed, not when you open the doors, but when the audience starts waiting. The final move is composure. You don't rush. You don't over-explain. You don't reassure. You let the idea mature publicly through your thinking, and when you finally introduce the offer, it doesn't feel new. It feels named. This is why elegant pre-selling works so well for high-ticket brands. It doesn't rely on urgency. It relies on orientation. By the time you launch, the right people already understand why this exists, why now, and why you. This is exactly the kind of thinking we install inside our work. Inside our one-day, one-to-one, business coaching intensive VIP days, we help clients learn how to seed ideas with authority, long before they ever sell anything. And inside the signature program, this becomes a repeatable skill. How to lead the conversation, how to build anticipation without pressure, how to make launches feel calm, clean, and already decided. If you've ever felt like launching requires too much explaining, too much convincing, too much noise, that's not because your idea isn't strong. It's because it hasn't been oriented yet. And when orientation is done correctly, selling becomes the quietest part of the process.